Welcome back. So this is mental health again. This is session 7. Now I've got a very important thing to share in this session. It is about a mindset. Be larger than your life. Be larger than your life. What does that mean? Now you can choose to be small or you can choose to be large. It is a view. If you are small, then the problem that is in front of you is big. That's the meaning. If you are larger, then the problem in front of you will become smaller. Now, the generation of negative vibe out of any problem comes from the size of the problem in your mind. If the size of the problem is big, you will feel the stress to be high. You will feel the anger to be high. You will feel the sadness to be high. If the problem is seen as a small thing among many good things, then the impact of the problem is less on us and the stress is low. It's just like if you take a pebble, you go to a glass of water and you put the pebble, take a distance maybe 1.5 feet above and you let go. How is that impact? Of course, it is loud and sometimes it can break the glass. So the stress level is high, suffering is high for that size of glass. Now let's say you take the pebble to your bathtub, okay? It's a larger space filled with water and take that same distance, 1.5 feet high, and you drop the pebble and it drops in. Obviously, the splash, the sound is lesser compared to the glass. Why? The sound represents stress, the negative vibe. The size of the water is your size of acceptance. So if your size of acceptance is as big as the glass, which is small, then when the problem impacts you, hits you, stress is high. But if your size of acceptance is bigger, when the pebble drops, when the problem hits you, well, the stress is lesser. Now, if you take the same pebble to the ocean and just drop it there, almost no sound. It's like bloop, and almost no stress. So you see, the pebble is the same, the problem is the same, but the space of acceptance is different. The same thing, when we say be larger than your life, that means you're increasing the size of your acceptance to all roller coastering of emotion that happens in between. Look at your life as a movie reel. It's like a movie reel, and you can see all the scenes there. And currently, right now, I'm talking to you. This is the current scene in your movie called My Life. And this is the current scene that's going on. If you take your life as that, and if you look at a scene that has happened a few years ago, and that was not a good thing that happened in your life, maybe your teacher told you to stand on top of the chair because you didn't do your homework, and it was so embarrassing that you don't feel like going back to the same school, you hated the teacher. But now when you recall back, well, the impact is not so high because it is just one scene out of the whole movie. So see your life as a movie, and everything that happens in between, good and bad, is seen as part of the whole. So now the problem is seen as small. It's just a mindset. So try to see how every incident that comes into that movie makes it interesting. So your life is filled with happiness and unhappiness. That makes your movie more interesting, more adventure, more better, because your mindset is able to accept both. Happiness and unhappiness are received together to make your life interesting, to make your life movie interesting. Now, if you shift to this mindset, immediately you will notice that your power of acceptance will increase and the negative vibe that's produced in your mind that bullies you will reduce or be removed. So it's all in you right now. Try doing this for the next 1 week. Just look at your life as a movie. Okay, with that, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.